And let us get started. Let's get started right now. We have so much information for you guys. Let's see if we can get it all in, and if my co-teacher here shows up. So if not, that's okay. I have so much information for you. Let us go. So the first thing that I want to share with you is this is a meeting all about emotions. So if you would like to know how to deal with negative emotions, this is the meeting for you. Because we're going to be talking about some different protocols that we have with the Young Living oils. There's two different protocols that I'm going to be sharing with you. But sorry about that. I've got balloons going on. I thought I could do two for that, but we were talking about SAD. So who knows what SAD is? Does anybody know what this stands for, SAD? Go ahead and let me know. What is SAD? What are we talking about? SAD. I can't see everybody, so if you want to raise your digital hand. Okay, Lisa, go ahead. I do see you.
Well, I think universally it stands for seasonal disorder.
Yeah, I think it's seasonal affective disorder.
Yeah.
So we're going to just go over some real quick different ideas on what that really is. I mean, it's a real thing. When your emotions go south, especially when it's blue outside, this is a real thing that people have. So what does it come from? Seasonal affective disorder. It comes from a lack of sunshine. It comes from a lack of serotonin in the body. That's a neurotransmitter that we actually need. This could be the cause. This is what scientists say. Your body makes serotonin with tryptophan, which is an amino acid. So if this is lacking, your hormones kind of go a little wild and your emotions are affected. So that is what we are talking about. How do you deal with the blues? How can you deal with it when you're just not feeling exactly right? So this is what we want to share with you guys tonight. And we have these different protocols. So you might want to take some notes. I have some graphics you can take pictures of too, but it is a lot of information. And Miss Rochelle has popped on here, and I know she has some information for you too. So are you ready, Rochelle? Did you want to go first so I don't take all of your information away from you? It's up to you. I don't want to be taking the information. I've got so much of it. I'll just take what you didn't do. If you are ready to go, you can just let me know. If you're ready to go or if I should want. All right, let me just go ahead and show you some graphics. Yeah. I think she's getting things together here. So let me show you a graphic on what is, I think I have a graphic on, let me show you here how we can deal with this, the blues. How can we feel happier? What can we do? So there's a lot of different things we can do. There's a lot of different things that affect us. So did you want to go first, Rochelle? Let me just ask her before I go ahead and take everything away here.
Hi, ladies.
Hi. Welcome, everybody. A bunch of you just popped on, so I'm really happy to have you here. We're talking about emotions and how to deal with negative emotions.
So I can go first.
Okay,
what
go
I
ahead
don't
if you're
have,
ready.
because I'm in my car, excuse me, it's the graphics.
Okay.
But I got some notes for you. All right. So here's what I want to say. Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Evening to some of you. Okay. So this time of the year, because there's really lack of sun, it's cold. Sometimes people are missing, family and friends. What happens is you start to feel a certain way, and you sometimes people refer to it as, oh, you have the winter blues, or you have a seasonal funk. You don't feel really quite yourself. And some of the symptoms are, you feel down pretty much every day or most of the day, every day. You lose interest in things that, once you really enjoyed. You low energy, you're sluggish, and sleeping issues, either sporadically, not at all, or too much. Food-wise, carb cravings. That's a thing that I learned that I didn't know. even overeating or weight gain, you're having trouble concentrating, feelings really of emotional. So you need a lot of support when it comes to mental and emotional. And so some of the oils or the blends and the recipes we have, we were going to talk about that. Some of the causes that I read about have to do with three things, like your biological clock, serotonin, and melatonin levels. So with your biological clock, with the reduced sunlight, it disrupts your internal clock. And that leads to more support that you'll need for mental and emotional, lack of sun, right? Serotonin levels drop, that affects your mood, and that plays a role in the way that you start to feel emotionally. That's your drop in your serotonin. And then what happens with your melatonin levels, what that does is it disrupts the balance and affects your sleep patterns and your mood. So there you go, right? Women actually have and deal with this more than men. Sometimes it's family history, or maybe you have a diagnosis of some sort that where you need more mental and emotional support, or if you live further than you ever anticipated from the equator. For example, Alaska, where they have 6 months of darkness, 6 months of sunshine, and low levels of vitamin D. So there you have that. Essential oils can play a really big part in assisting with that. And so with all of that said, I found quite a few things, as you know, on my Pinterest page with Young Living, and I did a little bit of digging. And so some of what I found were, of course, citrus oils. The citrus oils are wonderful, and they play a part. Bergamot I found, and I think with all of this, I'm going to give you some oils, and then I need to get to a space where I can share with you and make it a little easier, so I'm just not chatting up a storm, but actually give you some visuals. So some of the oils that I found that were really cool, and that would be, let me see, some of the wellness blends you've got. Oh my gosh, I've got a million oils for you. Let's go with some of the body sprays. Well, you guys aren't really looking for perfumes. You're looking for, okay, so here's some of the oils. And these are probably more popular because of the time of the year. But yeah, peppermint and thieves you can put together. Thieves, of course, is going to boost your immunity. And peppermint is actually, even though it is considered a hot oil, it is also a brighter oil. You put those two together and it gives you a more of a warm, maybe a seasonal aroma that's in the air. And that, you know, in part, a lot of people will say it helps them to feel better, right? It's the time of the year. Peppermint, bergamot, and cypress. This particular diffuser recipe is called Winter Wonderland. Peppermint, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Bergamot is citrus, so it's bright, it's lifting, and cypress is grounding. So you've got those two powerhouses right there, the bergamot and the cypress. And you can put that in your diffuser, and you can run it intermittently, so it's going to run longer in the day, or you can just put it and just run it. Let's see. A couple other ones that are kind of cool are Joy to the World. And that literally has the joy essential oil, and that is a blend, and orange, which is bright because it's a citrus. Joy, it is not part of Happy Day Protocol, which I'm sure Chris is going to talk about, but it is a blend that I've used a few times, fortunately, and it is the oil that you can put over your heart when you are feeling exceptionally emotionally vulnerable. And that has been a really wonderful blend to use. Let's see, one that's called Winter Blues. And I love this particular one because it has orange, cedarwood, and ylang ylang. So ylang ylang is a hormonal balancing essential oil. Cedarwood, it really helps to quiet and calm your mind. And orange is going to lift and boost your emotions. And that one is called Winter Blues. And so let me back up just a little bit, because what I neglected to do was Winter Blues, the one I just gave you with the orange and the cedarwood and the ylang ylang. It's orange, 5 drops of orange, 2 drops of cedarwood, and 2 drops of ylang ylang. So that's really, that sounds really, really nice.
That sounds amazing. Did you want to wait till you could get to show the graphics?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
let me
That's
go
what I
ahead and
have.
do something so you can get somewhere you can
Okay.
show us these graphics. All right.
Okay, coming
So
back.
I'm just going to give you some basic ideas of, with our emotions, how can we keep them balanced? Number one, diet. You want to think about what you're eating, because that does affect how you feel. You want to sleep 8 hours a night, and this cannot be made up, is really, really good for balanced emotions. Exercise 30 minutes 5 times a week. You want 150 minutes a week of exercise to keep your emotions balanced. Settle differences with others. That's a really big thing. I'm going to give you 8 different points here. So that is number 4. Number 5, plan some downtime for yourself. Number 6, prioritize what's important. Number 7, try to simplify your life. And number 8, talk things over. Just, you have to talk things over with people. So that is all just basic understanding of how to keep ourselves happy. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and give you 2 different protocols that you probably know about, but we want to make sure that these are something that you think about, especially when you're not feeling exactly right. When the blues have hit you, you should have these oils around and put these oils on in the way that the protocols go. So like Rochelle said, one of the protocols that I absolutely love, we've shared this with you guys a bunch of times, but you want to make sure that you take a snapshot of this graphic so that you have it around when you need it. So these are 4 oils. These 4 oils are called Gary's Great Day Protocol, Happier Days Protocol, and they work amazingly on the body. Number 1, you take Valor, and you want to put it either on your toes or on your wrist. You always start with Valor for these protocols. It's a real balancing oil. Number 2, Harmony. I'm going to show you, I have them here, so I can go ahead and show you guys. Harmony is number 2, but myself personally, I like Highest Potential as my number 2. So in the kit comes Harmony, but I'm a Highest Potential kind of a girl. I don't know if you're an A personality, you might be like me. So you want to take this one and you're going to put it in your belly button. So now where Claudia is going to tell us about belly buttons. What do you got to tell us about belly buttons, Claudia?
The belly button for me has been a huge game changer in oil application. So any of these beautiful oils that you're looking at for emotions, including the citrus oils that Rochelle mentioned, if you use castor oil with an emotional oil of your choice, the belly button is just the vortex of all the nerve endings. They travel throughout the body. And for me, I've seen a difference hormonally, because my mother suffered from this disorder. The more Chris was talking about it, I just felt so sad, because I remember the winter season, my mom would stay wrapped up in a blanket. It was very hard for her to be productive. So if you apply oils to the belly button, you will see benefits emotionally, you'll see benefits hormonally, and the castor oil, the nutrients that you're feeding into that belly button where you were fed as a baby, it's powerful. It's powerful. It's been a game changer for me personally.
Thank you. I know that you would have some great things to tell us about the belly button. So that in the reason, like Claudia was saying, all of our nerve endings are there. I had to prove this to myself scientifically why it works. There's a area called the solar plexus, which is a ganglion of nerve endings right above the belly button. So it's getting right into our nerves. We're talking about emotions and our nerves. That's where you want harmony or highest potential. You choose. Joy goes over your heart right here. Just a drop right over your heart. This like Rochelle was telling you about joy. Joy and orange and the diffuser to me sounds amazing. I absolutely need to try that. But joy is a beautiful blend. That's over your heart. And then you take your white angelica, not to be confused with angelica. They're two different oils. This is a blend, white angelica. So you take white angelica. I'm going to do it right now because I absolutely love this. And my friends have said they saw a difference immediately when I did it before. It goes on your shoulders. We hold so much tension in our shoulders, but this particular oil is absolutely amazing. Yep. Oh, it's so nice on your shoulders. So this is Gary's Great Day Protocol. If you don't have these 4 oils, maybe work slowly to getting those 4 oils so you have them. But that is one protocol that we haven't talked about in a while. This is 4 oils everybody should have around. And when those days hit you, you just want to think about those 4 oils. The other challenge that we did as the protocol that we did and the challenge that we did as a team, most of you are familiar with, but I'm just going to go ahead and bring it up and remind you of it just in case you haven't, maybe forgot, or you all have these oils. So this is just a reminder. We did it every day for a month, but you maybe put those oils aside like me. When those blues hit you, you want to think about pulling these oils out and bringing back that memory that you have of your emotions feeling good by releasing what's not good. So you take Valor and you put it on your feet. Valor goes on your feet. Harmony. Harmony, we were putting it on the back of our neck, and I had somebody on our challenge tell us that they just felt this was great for the joints in their neck. So that's where you want to put harmony. Forgiveness, you want to put it on your navel. Remember what Claudia just told us about the navel, the belly button, this ganglion of nerves. You want to make sure you get some oils there. Release goes over your liver. Present time goes in your wrists and behind your ears. Inner child right here, inner child. And Valor, again, at the end of the protocol, just to balance everything out on the bottom of your feet. So here's the oils. Let me show them to you in order. We've got Valor. Where's this go? Anybody remember? Where's this go? Valor.
The feet.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. We've got Inner Child. Where's this one going? Yep, right here. We've got, what else do we have? We've got, am I doing this in order? No. We've got Harmony. Where's Harmony go?
Back of the neck.
Oh, you're great. Thank you. We've got Release. Where does this
Liver.
one? Liver. You've got it. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Right into the center of your solar plexus. Where is that going?
The
Wow.
navel.
Very good. Thank you. And did we do present time? Present time. Did I do this one already? Sorry if I did. But back of the ears. That's it. Back of the ears and your wrists. Okay. That is the feelings protocol. That's the feelings protocol. So we're talking about emotions, and we all know that what we say and what we think affects our emotions. So if you're the kind of person who needs to be more positive, here's just some ideas for you. You might tell yourself different positive things as you're applying these oils. This just creates positive thinking that will affect us emotionally in a very positive way. So here's a graphic, if you want to take a picture of it, of some different positive things you might think of telling yourself when you're putting these oils on. It's up to you, but if you need some help being more positive in your thinking, just some different ideas that kind of go along with the oils if you want to take a snapshot of that. So those are two different protocols that you all might use while you are trying to stay your happiest. And remember, we had the Happy Day protocol. Who remembers what oils were in the Happy Day protocol? Those 4 oils, what are they? Help me out. What 4 oils are on the Happy Day protocol? Go ahead, Claudia.
It's Valor, Harmony, Joy, and White Angelica.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And there's another snapshot of it if you didn't get it and you want it. But those are oils you should have. And when those days just aren't good, take those oils and put them on in that particular order and they will help you out. So now I have a bunch more graphics that I want to share with you all, some ideas for diffuser blends. And if you're dealing with a particular emotion, here's some ideas for you of what you might use. Which oil might you use for these different emotions if you've got them going on? Say you are feeling angry. There's an idea. If you want to take a screenshot, I mean, we're not going to remember all of this, but these are ideas of different oils that can help affect these emotions. So we're talking about a lot of calming. We're talking about some flower oils when we're angry, but release is also a really nice one for anger. Anxiety, there's some for you there too. Maybe just look at it, think about an oil that you have or one that you want to put on your loyalty order. We all have cedarwood probably, cypress. If we're a little fearful, those are some oils you might think about. If you're feeling grief, acceptance is a great oil. And cinnamon bark is even mentioned there. Panic, if we're feeling panicky, clary sage. Clary sage is a great one for balancing our emotions. They're mentioned on a lot of these different emotions. If we're overwhelmed, stress away comes up. Peppermint comes up, lavender comes up. If we're feeling sad, of course, joy would be the one of choice, or present time, inner child are all mentioned here, forgiveness. Almost all of the feelings protocol oils. There's a kit you can get, the feelings protocol, if you don't have it, if you didn't do that challenge with us. All of these oils are in there and it's a discounted price. So those are some oils for emotions. I have some more. Hopefully, if you want to take a screenshot of it, you have. Going on to some different graphics of different oils for emotions. Here's just a whole other chart of oils you might think about for different emotions. If you're nervous, there you go. Those oils come up again. Lavender, cypress, chamomile. Worrying, vetiver is a great one. Clary sage for your emotions. If you're having trouble concentrating, rosemary is a great one. Peppermint is mentioned there also. Anxious, cedarwood comes up here. Chamomiles come up here. If you're feeling you don't have any confidence or self-esteem, ginger, interestingly, lemongrass, rose is mentioned for a lot of these. Rose is a really pricey oil, but if you have it, there are times you need to use it. Anger or frustration, lavender, lang-a-lang, orange. Rochelle was telling you about orange before. If you can't make up your mind, cedarwood is a great one. Cedarwood is a great, inexpensive oil for your brain. Everybody should have cedarwood. I love it in my diffuser most nights. If you're feeling sad, I would put joy right here, but here it's mentioning cedarwood, lemon, orange. And if you're feeling grief, lavender, helichrysum, and marjoram. These are just some ideas. Go ahead and grab a screenshot. We're all a little bit different. So if one oil doesn't work for you in this bunch, try a different one. So I'm going to go ahead and take this graphic down and show another graphic to you all that you might think about for positive emotions. This is just some, here again, if you need some positive thinking, here's some positive thoughts that you might put with these different oils. Just if you want to get a screenshot of that, you need some help being more happy in your thinking process, there's just some ideas for you. So go ahead and got that out there. If you want a screenshot of it, Hopefully you've got it, and we're going to move on. We have so much information for you tonight. All right. How do your emotions affect your health? Why should you be interested in keeping your emotions in check, keeping your emotions the way that they should be? So these are just some ideas. If you haven't thought about it, think about it, because this is what absolutely happens. When you are anxious, your stomach is affected. Your digestion can be out of control. If you are worried, this affects your stomach also. If you're fearful, your adrenals and your kidneys are affected. If you're angry, your liver. That's why we're putting release on the liver. We want to make sure that we release those pent up emotions. So these are just some ideas. Stress, it just goes straight to your heart and your brain. If you're stressed out, you can't think straight. So we want to try to keep our emotions in check, and our essential oils can help us do that. Moving on. What else do we have for you? Here is an idea of how different scents can affect our emotions. Here's a graphic for you of how these different oils can affect your emotions. So if you want to take a look at it there, just take a screenshot. These are something you might go back to later. Just very quickly, some of the things that pop out to me that I want to share with you is citrus oils keep us positive. They help to keep us calm. Jasmine gives you self-confidence. There's a blend I love in my diffuser called Midnight Blossoms. It has jasmine in it. That's one I absolutely love. Grapefruit can give you a boost of energy. Cinnamon can make you more alert. Black pepper affects your nervous system and mental fatigue. A lot of times when things are going on with your joints, black pepper is a great one because you're actually affecting your nervous system. Lang-a-lang is great for stress. Lavender promotes sleep. That's one we all know. And if we're a little too worried, juniper might be the oil to help. So grab a screenshot of that. If some of these oils you don't have in your arsenal, put them on your loyalty order and slowly collect them. So when you're feeling these different ways and you want to balance yourself out, these oils can help. Okay, hopefully you got a screenshot of that. And another graphic I have for you that might have some more ideas for these different emotions and how you can deal with them is here. So this is talking about particular, well, a lot of them are single oils, but I love this blend called Envision. How many of you guys use Envision? How many of you like Envision? Great. Yep, it's a beautiful oil. So it mentions here about feeling overwhelmed. Maybe that's why I like this blend so much, because when you have everything hitting you, you might feel a little bit overwhelmed. And sadness for sure, orange is a great oil. If you're stuck, you want to get your mind in gear, rosemary is an oil. So we're trying to keep ourselves away from the blues. If you're tuned into your emotions and how you can help level yourself out, then this is how you can keep yourself happy. That's what we want to share with you guys and help you to see how you can do this, keeping positive. Okay, we have some diffuser blends for you. What are the diffuser blends for our feelings? Let me go on and show this to you. Another graphic here, some more ideas. If you're totally exhausted, try 2 drops of rosemary, 2 drops of grapefruit, 2 drops of eucalyptus. You want to grab a screenshot of this too. If you're feeling down, there we go, all those citrus oils, 3 drops of orange, 2 drops of lemon, 2 drops of bergamot. If you're very sad, 3 drops of orange. Orange is a great oil for positive thinking. 2 drops of lavender, 2 drops of grapefruit. Let's see what else we want to share with you here. How about tired? Peppermint comes here. We don't want to get too tired because that's when you start feeling the blues. 2 drops of peppermint, 2 drops of orange, 2 drops of juniper. So hopefully you guys have made some notes of these different oils. Is there any of these blends that you definitely want to try that's kind of hitting you like, that's for me? I think Rochelle's Joy in Orange was mine, but any of these particular ones? Go ahead, Claudia.
So this diffusing is just such a simple way to control emotions. But you see that exhausted one. Rosemary is a big energy one. So you don't want to diffuse rosemary at night, but rosemary with lemongrass or rosemary with sage. Oh my goodness, that is so, so helpful. And it's good to put your face over the diffuser sometimes just to practice some deep breathing, because these oils, when you breathe it in through your nose and it goes into the limbic system, it helps turn on your buttons, you know, the brain. It goes right to the center of the brain. If you feel mentally exhausted and have trouble focusing, when you breathe in these oils in the diffuser, you will see a difference after 2 minutes because little lights get turned on in that brain. And it's so nice to get a natural help.
Absolutely, I agree. Shannon, did you want to share something else? Go ahead.
Yes, actually, juniper for me is a wonderful scent along with jasmine. And I actually, when I wear it, and I actually wear it as a little perfume scent, it just livens me up. So those are scents that I really enjoy.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So, have any of you ever had the Sunday night blues? Is that really a thing? Let me share this graphic with you. This is for our working people, especially, but it can affect all of us. It's estimated that 75% of people have some sort of Sunday night blues. And this affects your emotions. It's coming from dread, anxiety, sadness. So this is the time when you might want to think ahead and have your oils ready before Sunday night hits you. Any of you guys ever had the Sunday night blues? Feel free to share it with me if you want to. Sunday night blues, Monday's coming. Okay, let's leave that for another time. All right, so here is another graphic that has some more oils that you might want to think about, some different ones. We're all a little bit different. So, or maybe some of these oils you have in your arsenal, but the others that you don't. This is talking about, again, with anger, release keeps coming up. So you guys all should have release. You should have it set aside when life has got to be too much. When you're feeling like your brain is not clicking, cedarwood would be the one. Disappointed, harmony, frustrated, awaken. That's a blend we haven't talked about. I love awaken. And you know, I'm always telling everyone, I'm not sad, I'm frustrated. I'm not mad, I'm frustrated. I deal with a lot of frustration. So that's probably why I love the awaken blend. If you're dealing with a lot of fears, peace and calming, nervous, citrus fresh. If you're sad, joy is the answer. So we all should have a bottle of what? Let me see, where is it? We should have a bottle of this sitting around when we just are sad. Worried, white angelica, and scattered emotions, Idaho balsam fir, or Idaho grand fir, as it's called now. Go ahead, Claudia. What would you like to share?
The other one that should be part of your arsenal that's a big help is the Kid Power, or if you guys are purchasing the 20% off winter sale, it's the Vanilla Whimsy. That is a big, massive mood changer. It's got, if I'm not mistaken, blue tansy is in this, and blue tansy helps with anger. So this is, you know, the Kid Power one, I don't think it's is as big of a seller as it should be because most people associate it with kids. But when they made it on Vanilla Whimsy, more adults now are using this, and I forgot how powerful the Kid Power was. So when I had teenagers, one of my teenagers was especially dark, especially sad, especially moody. This would change her mood in 20 minutes. And it's amazing for adults as well. So all those oils that she was mentioning was great. But if you guys want to jump in on the sale, the Vanilla Whimsy is still available. And when it's closed out, then just remember your Kid Power.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So I just have one more graphic that I want to share with you here, and then there's some other things that I want to tell you all. But how do these emotions feel in your body? Here's just some ideas. If you're not really sure which emotion you're dealing with, happiness, I think we all know what happiness feels like, but sadness could just be when you are stuck on the couch and can't move. Like during COVID, that hit me a lot. Just sitting there and you had a billion things you wanted to do or had to do and you just couldn't do. So that could be sadness coming through. Anger, we know that everything goes wild in the body when we're angry. If we're excited, we could be super energized, bubbly, butterflies in the stomach. And if we're anxious, it could be shallow breathing. I just had a friend tell me today that she thought she was having heart issues. She went and she went to all these doctors, had these tests. Her heart was fine, but she was sure the way she felt she was having heart issues. But it was just a lot of stress or anxiety that was going on in her life because now the anxiety's gone and all those feelings are gone. So if you're doing the shallow breathing, the sweating, nausea, tightness, okay, you do want to check with a doctor to make sure you're not having a heart issue, but it could just be anxiety. So if the oils are in your arsenal, pull them out and use them. We want to make sure that we do that. So I don't know if Rochelle is ready for what she has for you ladies. Where is she? It looks like she's still driving. But anybody have any questions until now? Feel free to pop it out there or anything else that what you've experienced that you wanted to share with us. Feel free to let me know if there's anything else that you guys wanted to share. I have one more graphic. Let me just pull this up quickly of some diffuser blends if you're working at home, dealing with different emotions. These might just help you. Like the Blues Be Gone one, bergamot, cedarwood, and lang-a-lang. Nap all day, clary sage, lavender, and frankincense. You want a staycation, you could do this while you're working at home. Orange spearmint and Idaho blue spruce. But if you want to grab a screenshot of that, just some ideas. Rain, rain, go away will be Florida tomorrow. Lemongrass, peppermint, and lavender. We're about to have this huge storm bash in on us tomorrow, which would probably be a blizzard if we were cold enough, but it's not cold enough here. Yay, we're happy about that. All right. So hopefully we gave you some ideas about some different blends. And I know Rochelle had some more graphics that she wanted to show you guys. Let's just see if she can or not. But while she's working things out, just pop on, Rochelle, when you're ready. I want to go ahead and remind you all that all of you who bought at the Cyber Monday and the Black Friday sale, I have my prizes here and I am going to do my drawing. So these are some of the things that are in that drawing. I have them right here. I have a make and take book. I have a beautiful roller. I have some samples, but I am going to do that drawing. I have all of your names together. I just have not done that yet. That's one thing. And I would like to know, have any of you made blends from our winter chat that we had last week? Anybody go ahead and make blends from the graphics that we showed you all last week? Because I did. I used my orange bottle that was empty and I made this amazing blend that I'm using as a perfume. It's very orangey. It's very wintry. It's very wonderful with cinnamon in it. So anybody else? We hope you guys are using some of this information. Here is another one that I made. This one is more, has peppermint in it, but I can even put them together. They're just really beautiful. I also want to tell you, in case you haven't got, while we're waiting for Miss Rochelle, if you have not got the simplified collection for winter, you guys can get this now with a free diffuser. So even if you have some friends who are thinking about starting on this beautiful natural journey, they want to get rid of those toxic candles that they've been burning. These are awesome. These are my favorite. I love all of them. We have candy cane, we have winter spa, and we have pink champagne. And if if you're not doing Young Living as a business, if you're just a customer and you wanted to refer these people to me, I am going to give you or them, you choose, a $25 gift this month. We've got 2 more weeks. So I just wanted to go ahead and share that with you. And I also had one more idea that I wanted to share with you guys tonight. Go ahead, Claudia, did you want to say something?
Don't forget that for new people, they can grab that winter collection and do the share YL. For you that participated in Black Friday, the code that you guys can use is, oh, it's 15 off. Is that it?
think so.
150. Is it 15 off? So you can get $15 off your order. But you know, there's a lot of people that they don't have a diffuser where they need it, because not only do they need it emotionally, I need the diffusers in every room because of my lungs. So that free diffuser that comes in with that blend, it's awesome.
It is just super awesome that you can get these still. They sold out last year and it was hard to get. So these are still out there for winter. It's only December. We have January and February of winter left, but I absolutely love all 3 of these blends. So, and here's some more in case you weren't with us last week or you didn't get to tune in. I'm going to give you 3 of my favorite diffuser blends that I've been working on this week. Right now, I've just got cassia in there. I absolutely love cassia. If you don't have cassia oil, that is something you should get. But Crystal Snow was one of the blends we talked about last week. 5 drops of peppermint, 2 drops of lemon, 2 drops of ylang-ylang. Then there's Winter Snow, which is 5 drops of peppermint and 2 drops of ylang-ylang. And then there's the Fireside Blend, 3 drops of cinnamon, 2 drops of blue spruce, and 2 drops of clove. So those are my favorites. If any of you guys had any more that you got to try out from last night's class, feel free to share that with us too. Let's see. Okay, is Miss Rochelle? I'm not sure what happened to her, but just to kind of go over what we've talked about in case we don't have her with us. Thank you all very much for joining us this week. But we want to think about when emotions are hitting us, when this seasonal affective disorder is hitting us, or we're just feeling the blues, you know, we're not where we want to be emotionally. If you want emotional balance, think about some of the oils that we shared with you. Think about the 2 protocols. We have the feelings protocol and we have the happy day protocol. The happy day protocol, just to recap, starts with valor on your wrists or on your toes. Then we take joy and we put joy on our hearts. Then we take harmony or highest potential. I'm a highest potential girl. Put it in your belly button. And last but not least, you take white angelica and you stick it on your shoulders. Not angelica, but white angelica. So then we have the feelings protocol. Again, it starts with valor. Everything starts with valor in our protocols. And we have these other oils. We have harmony is in that one too. Release is in that one. Forgiveness is in that one. Present time is in that one. And inner child. So thank you guys for joining us. And we will see you next week. If you have any friends who want to jump on and join us in this journey, just refer them to me and I'm happy to help them out. And if you are doing this as a business, I can help you help them out also. But Javen and I were getting ready for this big trip that we're close to getting. So we're giving away a $25 gift for any new people that want to join us this month. So thanks again for being here. Those of you who want to stick around, we're going to have a little bit of a chat and we'll see you guys next week.